this episode of Coffee Talks, and I'm your host, Sean Duke, and today I'm with Ernie Flynn, Sergio Valera, and Diego Kriks, and today we're going to be introducing ourselves, talking about what our goals are and what UCs we want to go to, and to start us off, Ernie, what are your goals? And
Well, I'm 18. I don't really have much going for me as of current, but right now I'm here at Solano. So my goals are I feel like they're relatively common. Getting to the nursing program and all that. I'd like to become a nurse practitioner. How I'm gonna get there, I'm not quite sure of yet. I don't know what college I'm gonna go to. I don't know if I'm even gonna transfer to UC or if I'm gonna go private or whatever it may be. My goals are relatively simple. Just nurse practitioner for hearts, and then start a family, I guess.
You have a college you want to go to, like a specific college?
Not necessarily. I did want to go to Davis for a while, UC Davis, but they don't offer. I don't think they offer a nursing program, and if so, it's not best. I know they offer a medical program, and before when my goals were set a little higher, that worked for me. But as of now, it doesn't. And so I don't know where I'm gonna go.
What about Sac State though? I know they got like a really good nursing program.
Sac State, maybe. I haven't really given it much thought as of right now. I'm more focused on completing my general ed and prereqs. So
Sac State is very competitive. When they have about around a 1 to 2%. I checked the GPA requirements they have. It's about a 3.8 to a 4.0 as the average class, which is very competitive, at least for nursing. We went to USFCA earlier, and they had a less competitive. So if you want to go nursing, that's a better college to go to. The only problem is it's pretty expensive.
Yeah, that's probably why. I thought about it and might go private instead, because it's going to cost a similar amount. And instead of waiting and risking not getting in or taking longer to get into that college or that program, I would get in immediately and start there. So that's my thought on that.
So about USF, sorry. There's the merit program, you remember?
Merit program, yeah.
Yeah, so if you get a high enough GPA, I think it was like 3.75, they're gonna like give you $16K a year for like 3 years. That's gonna knock it down to like 35K-ish, probably.
Nice.
So
Per
yeah, it's
semester?
like a
Per semester?
that's per year.
Per year.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a UC
Nice.
in terms of pricing.
What about you? What are your goals?
Well, I want to become a software engineer. My dream schools are UCI, UC San Diego, and San Jose State. Obviously Berkeley, but Berkeley is really competitive right now. So, I haven't decided which university I really want to settle on. But if I had to pick one, I would pick UCI. Really good engineering program, computer science program. I heard that they got a lot of like internships as well.
for internships, I had I had an internship at Kaiser over the summer.
All right.
Yeah, and so the internship it was called the KP Launch Program and stuff. And so I interned in the engineering department and stuff like that. And it was open. So like I signed up when I was a senior. You can sign up when you're a junior, sophomore. I'm not too sure if they take freshmen.
But is that in college or high school?
It's for college and high school.
Oh, okay, I see.
So I was able to join, and so it was a paid internship, and I was mainly able to shadow all the stationary engineers at Kaiser in Vacaville. And so I found it really fun because I got to see that mainly what I want to do is become an electrical engineer. So right now my major is engineering, but once I transfer to UC Davis, which is my dream school, I'm gonna major electrical engineering.
That's pretty good. Oh, I remember that story that you told me about that guy in Wilson Wood, that he was kind of like your role model for the electrical engineering and stuff.
Oh yeah, he his name, I just remember his first name, Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
He set up all the electrical stuff for the stadium, the new stadium.
Oh, they remodeled it?
Well, it's the same stadium that you know.
Oh, okay, I was about to say.
Yeah, but he was the one that electrical when they were building it and stuff like that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So what do electrical engineers exactly do?
Mainly, I would say it's it's a very versatile job. That's mainly why I like it, because it's not like you're gonna be doing the same thing all the time. Because for at Kaiser, mainly I saw was electrical sockets, systems for patient rooms and stuff like that. So like how like the electrical bed gurneys, all that type of stuff. I got to see all that, all the TV programming, all that type of stuff. That's mainly all that I saw for it. That's what I really like it. So
That's cool.
That's what's up.
yeah.
What about you, Diego? What you got? What are your goals?
My dream colleges or my goals? I want to have a career in the healthcare field. Same as Ernie over here, but I don't want to become a nurse practitioner. I just want to become a general nurse. Most likely a trauma nurse.
Okay.
That's a very fun, very rewarding career at least. I get to help people. I get to help a lot of people actually in their darkest times. They're dealing with, maybe they got in a car accident. I get to help the doctor, the trauma doctor or surgeon, control that environment. I got to help them. My top colleges definitely got to be UC Irvine, same with you. UCLA, maybe less so on UCLA. I'm still thinking about UCLA or Sac State. I'm more so on UC Irvine because that is my primary top colleges. That's where I think I can get the most experience and the best place for my future career in healthcare. That's where I can be.
That's cool. We're both going to the same university. That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
So for you guys, is there like any specific reason? I mean, for you, you had it's like a good program, but why UC Irvine for you?
Me, UC Irvine, I did some research on the back end, about 30 minutes or so. I went on there and I checked their statistics for their nursing school, their nursing program. They have a pre-licensure program, which means from here, if I get the required amount of courses, chemistry, calculus, stuff like that, courses they require for transfer, I can transfer over there if I do meet the requirements of their GPA, as well as if I make it into the class, because nursing itself is a very highly competitive major.
Yeah.
It is, as you know, you definitely know. The GPA requirements, the studying you need to do is very high. Out of the three colleges I mentioned, UC Irvine has the best chance for me getting in there because they have a more established school. You can get in there with their, I believe their class average was like a 3.6 to 3.8. Coming from Sac State's like 3.8 to 4.0. That's a bit better, and I have a better chance. My current GPA right now is a 3.5, so I'm kind of on the middle. I'm hoping I get in, definitely, but that's really it actually. That's why I want to pick UC Irvine.
Nice.
How about you?
No, for me, I don't got college, but I do have another question. Like, why specifically the medical field? Like, was there any other reasons other than your want to help people, or was it like for me, I have family reasons. Like, a lot of my family's in the medical field, specifically nurses. I wanted to shoot a little higher, and I'm glad I did because now I'm like at a certain point where I'm okay with the job. But for me, I have like family influences on top of my want to help others and all that. I don't know if it was different or the same, or if you had like friends or your own experience with that.
No, I had I basically put two career options in front of me. I had a career in law enforcement, when my current major is criminal justice, or I had a career in the healthcare field. I want a hands-on job. I want to do stuff. I don't want to sit in an office, type in numbers on a keyboard and call it a day. I want stress. I want reward.
I get what you mean.
That is the greatest catalyst for a job that I want.
Yeah, no, I had a similar thing set up. I wanted to become a mechanical engineer, and that's why I have the classes I have selected right now. Is because they transfer over to both, but they're the only 4 classes that transfer over to both, so I had to make that choice this semester. And so.
Well, for me, it's mainly because I want to say like versatility is more like about the flexibility of the job. You know, you have a lot of time on your hands. You can.
No, sorry, I spit in my eye.
Yeah, like I was saying, it's the flexibility. You get to choose if you want to go into the office. You get to choose if you want to work at home. Especially since I really value spending time with like the people I care. I think that meets my needs of like, you know, I want to have my own time sometimes. Like I don't know, spend more time with Ernie, for example. I can like do my work real quick, whatever I'm tasked for the day, and then I got like the rest of the day for free. So.
What makes you want to become a software engineer?
Well, mainly the pay.
I think we're all kind of there, and the pay doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
The pay was really nice.
The pay, the flexibility. I really like that. It's kind of like, when you look at it from like the outside looking in, you know what I mean? what you're doing, because I want to be a back-end software engineer, contributes to the course of like a company. Like your work actually matters, you know. It's not like you're doing something really small in a big machine. You have like actual goals that affect like the company's performance, and I really like to see those results. You know, I like to feel like my work matters. You know what I mean?
I got another question here. With the oversaturation of software engineers in the market, how do you plan on getting a job at a top company?
Well, I would say the first step is getting to a really good program for software engineering. For example, UCI, San Jose State, UCLA, UC Berkeley. People say, obviously, you gotta play your cards right. But if you go to UC Berkeley, you're pretty much guaranteed an internship in a FANG company like Facebook, Google, Apple. So the first step will be getting into like a big, really good program for computer science or software engineering, land your internship at some company, and then try to like stick with that company for after when you get your degree. I mean,
Mainly for me, mainly I want to become an electrical engineer, mainly because it's a versatile job and it's not like you're ever gonna not have a place to work. For instance, like at the hospital.
Yeah.
So mainly there, the electrical engineer or stationary engineer, he told me that since it's a very versatile job, it's never gonna run out of work and stuff like that. They do tend to do strikes and stuff like that because they're not getting paid what they're worth
Yeah.
at the hospital. So they have some issues over there at Kaiser.
Yeah, I'm hearing there's been quite a few protests like these last few years over at Kaiser, and I mean there's probably been a lot throughout the years, but I've only picked up on it like these last couple of years. And like you said with the security, with like your job security, that's also another reason, because there's never going to be a time where they're like, oh, send medical workers home because we don't need them. It's like, no, you need them all the time. So having that job stability definitely helps with your selection.
yeah, I gotta agree on that. There was this, I don't know if it was a study, but people were saying like every company basically needs software engineers because every company needs a website. How you gonna make a website without software engineers? For me, it's also like the security of the job. You know what I mean? Wait, for you, we didn't ask you, why is UC Davis like your dream school?
Mainly it's because throughout my family, that's all I've heard. So it's mainly just like a goal in my family. So like my sister wants to go to UC Davis. My mom, she didn't go to UC Davis. She went to Solano and got her degrees and stuff like that. But I think it was for business and stuff. But mainly it's just me and my sister want to do UC Davis.
That's what's up.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, for me it was I mean, I'm not going there anymore, but in elementary school it was like we all had our own classes, and each class had a different college they represented. I didn't have UC Davis, but man, I don't remember. It was I think it was some school in Maine.
What?
Maine?
Maine. It was wherever our teacher went.
That's so random.
But like I had talked to the teacher. I was like second or third grade, and I was asking about it, and so she just kind of told me about UC Davis, and then I talked to my family about it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, UC Davis." My grandma worked at UC Davis. I didn't know that. She taught there. Like she did some teaching there. And that was cool. But she retired recently, and that was after I had told her I wasn't going to go to UC Davis due to my change in career choice. So.
Now, since we're on the topic of colleges, I heard you two went to UC Davis. Sir, you want to tell us about the trip?
Yeah, sure. So mainly for the UC Davis transfer day, that's what it was called. We got up early in the morning, rode down to UC Davis with our MESA group for the MESA Center.
Except for me.
Except
I
for
my
you,
own
you
car.
drove.
Yeah.
You drove?
I was stressing, dude. I couldn't find any free gas stations, so I had to go all around Vacaville. I'm like, dude, I need gas right now.
I was like, I want to get there to the van so that I don't have to be you struggling to find places. It was an easy ride, by the way. But for the transfer day, for me, I only was there for the engineering bit, for electrical and stuff like that. Mainly for the tag, you're required 3.5 for the tag. Mainly it's in a whole group of mathematics, statistics, and I forgot the other one.
Question real quick. What does tag mean?
So
It's like guaranteed transfer.
Oh, the transfer guarantee.
Yeah,
thing.
transfer
the program.
guarantee.
Yeah.
And so, in order to get a chance for transferring, and it's not guaranteed, it's 3.2 GPA.
if you're doing like the regular admissions.
Yeah.
Instead.
Minimum?
Yeah. So it's pretty high.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I would assume so. If they're guaranteeing your transfer over, they want to make sure you're working
Well,
hard.
guaranteed it's
Guaranteed is
3.5.
3.5. So.
Yeah.
Admissions is 3.2.
And that's why they didn't accept me. Well, I'm glad. I mean, I did get rejected. I put in an application. I think my GPA was like a 3.0 or a 3.1 or something. And, that probably played a part because if they're, I didn't know that they're, I should have looked it up. But their GPA requirements, that probably had something to do. But I'm glad I didn't end up going because especially since my changing career, it wouldn't have suited me at all. And I would have just ended up wasting my time out there,
Yeah.
spending extra money.
Sergio, remember our trip to USF?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was a 2-hour trip, or an hour and a half,
Jesus.
in the dead of the morning.
Bro, we missed our exit.
We missed our exit, so initially we wanted to take a route on the Golden Gate Bridge, but we missed our exit because I was too busy talking to them, and I kind of forgot our navigation. I really did not want to go in downtown. I absolutely hate driving downtown San Francisco. So
I don't blame you. That's pretty crazy.
yeah, you saw
I saw that.
too. And so we were driving through downtown. We got to the USFC, I think it was like 10, 20 minutes early, and we took 10, 20 minutes finding parking.
Why? They don't have parking on campus?
They
Yeah.
had parking. Well, and now that I know they had parking, but at the time I saw a sign when we were entering, and he pointed out that you
Mhm.
needed a slip or you would be towed. I didn't want my car to be towed. I couldn't
Yeah.
pay for that. So
But wait, I think for that that parking lot he's talking about, that's mainly for like the stadium. Because when we went in USF, they said like, yeah, if you're studying here, there's no cars allowed. So I think it's mainly for like staff or something, maybe.
I think they allow cars. I think it's just frowned upon because there's no parking.
True.
And
Yeah.
the main way you want to get around is either walking or they get the little segways too.
The
little
Segways?
the little electric
Yeah.
scooters you
Dude.
pay like $40 for.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool. I really like that.
Then we did some tours. I did some tours of the housing. Housing was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Everything about it, the modern architecture, the modern the dorm style room, pretty spacious, pretty comfortable, and the views were absolutely beautiful.
How many people
No.
per dorm?
How many people per dorm?
I think
I
it's
don't.
two.
I think it's 2, yeah.
Two?
They have different dorms. They have gender dorms, section dorms, or they have like the hybrid, like male and female in the same dorm.
I'm sure they don't do that very often.
I don't know. I didn't really ask too many questions about it. They just
You would look-
specified a floor with its male and female dorms. They don't share bathrooms. They share a bathroom in the hallway. There's like 2 to 3
Yeah.
in the hallway.
Wait, Diego, don't they like provide you with like free housing for the first year?
Free guaranteed housing for your first and second year,
Free.
and
Free.
Sounds like
free.
So
It's
yeah,
included
let's
in your
say-
tuition. And then your second or your third and fourth year there, you have the choice of you're basically kicked out. They have an apartments you can go into, which you got to apply for. It's a lottery, sort of, or you can just get a housing assistance from the college. They'll give you a housing, and they'll talk to your landlord for you and get you a good deal on a house.
And how does that work? Like, you go there and you're like, hey, I want housing, and
I'm pretty sure it's an application. You got to go through a whole process, paperwork. Then on your behalf, they'll talk to the landlord of the house or property you're trying to obtain,
Mhm.
and they'll try and strike you a good deal. If not, I'm sure they'll probably find you another place.
what's the student housing over there? Like, what's the process? You said it was lottery, or is that for,
The
like,
apartments are
nearby?
lottery. Everything above, everything the first and second year are just guaranteed.
Oh, they're guaranteed.
They're
Yeah,
guaranteed.
Oh, sick.
Dorms, right? Or
Dorms.
Yeah,
Nice.
The apartments, I didn't get to see them, but they're from the outside. They look pretty nice.
they look pretty nice. I can vouch for that.
And then you want to talk about the transfer statistics and the tuition?
Well, so the transfer, they got like, honestly, I don't really remember much. I got them most on my phone, but
Mhm.
what I can remember is that there's like some group of classes that they don't transfer. So I think it was something with theater or something like that, like performing arts or something that don't transfer if you take it from community college or a UC or another university. That won't transfer to USF because they made those classes mandatory to take in the campus. But I think it was a pretty mildly competitive university to get into. They said that the minimum GPA was like a 3.1 or something. I mean, not as bad as UC Davis, But what really brought me in was the merit scholarship stuff. Because even if you have like a 2.90 to a 3.09, you can still get like that money that they were offering. I think it was like 4K for like that first bit, and 16K is like the max. Honestly, I don't remember much, bro. I'm sorry.
Don't worry. So the base tuition, $58,000.
That's crazy.
This includes everything: housing, supplies, books, transportation.
That pays for books? Like, books
I'm
aren't
not
separate?
sure. It said books in there.
And
I'm
supplies.
sure they're probably just like, you still got to pay for books.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
know, we're not that nice.
Most of them aren't.
And the cool thing about USF, especially the transportation, at any time past, like, I think it's like 8 or 9, when the sun comes down, you can request from their own security or their own little police force, you can request a shuttle, which will take you, I believe it's only from the classes to your dorms. I'm not really sure how the extent of that works. I'm not sure if you can go to Oakland with that shuttle, but that's something really cool you can do if you ever feel unsafe walking.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Also, another thing that I thought was pretty cool too was the they give you free bus tickets and free like train tickets. I think I'm not sure if it was train, but it's for sure
BART.
buses.
Oh, the BART?
BART.
Yeah, the bar. Yeah, but they give you free stuff for like moving around and stuff because they don't really have a parking lot,
Mhm.
and they even gave us like a little paper with like their top food places, you know. Like they give us like a tier list of restaurants. And I thought that was so
we
cool.
should have tried that.
We should have tried that, but we had our places to be, bro.
When the semester's over, you guys want to take a trip down? Oh no, it's gonna be cold. I don't want to go
It
anywhere near it in the
cold?
winter.
It wasn't even that cold.
It wasn't even that
in
cold,
December?
actually.
On
Oh,
December.
well,
Yeah.
December, that's different.
I was
but-
like, when the semester's over, it's gonna be December. You guys
We
want to
can-
take a trip down?
yeah.
It's gonna be cold, probably raining because it's over near the
Ain't
water.
that bad.
Personally,
No, I'm good.
I love the cold, bro.
I love
would be
cold,
fine.
too.
What's up?
I'd rather have cold than heat, though.
I was
Yeah.
born in the
Cold
cold.
is
Yeah.
manageable.
But you go to
Of
San
course.
Francisco, it doesn't matter if it's hot or not. Like typically, it's just it's a nice temperature because the water's there. But if you go out there during the winter, I don't know. I mean, whenever I go, it's a nice temperature. I don't know about you guys. You guys are probably
It's cold, but it's not that cold.
yeah.
I
We
went.
might take a trip out there.
It's usually cold sometimes, though.
Depends if it's
The
raining.
times I've been to San
Yeah,
Francisco,
true.
like, I mainly go to, like, the piers and stuff like that. So
I
it's
really-
yeah, Pier
I really-
39.
Yeah.
Or
Oh yeah.
Bro, you watching the sea lions?
Hmm?
You watching the sea lions?
No,
when you go
man. I was there for Bubba Gumps, man.
Dude.
Bubblegum?
Yeah, what is it called? Bubble Gump something. It was like
Oh,
it was
Bubba Gump.
Bubba Gumps,
Gum.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. I was
Never
like,
heard
getting
of
all the way
that.
out of San Francisco for
For
chewing
Bubblegum.
gum, bro.
No, I like to go to the Pier 39 because of the sea lions, dude. I love sea lions. They gotta be the cutest animal ever.
Nah.
Nah,
Otters.
otters are up there.
Ah, otters,
are up
that-
there too.
Those
Otters
are
are
beautiful.
vicious, man.
Vicious.
Yeah.
What
What do
you mean
otters
by
you be
that?
going on?
Bro, watch
You
those
mean
documentaries.
No, I mean, I'm not big on like taking trips. Like, I prefer to like stay in or stay within like my town, my area,
Mhm.
city, or wherever. Like I go paintball on Saturdays or Sundays. I'd rather do that than go to San Francisco.
Dude, I
Or-
miss that.
Yeah, or just anything. I got other
It's
things
a
I'd
new
rather do.
experience.
I get it's a new experience. Also, I don't even know if like my car can make that drive. I've never made that long of a drive with my
What's it
car.
It's like 79 miles.
Too busy. No, I feel. I mean, it's probably not terrible. It's not like it's an 8-hour drive, but I mean, I've never really gone that far out with mine.
Speaking of 8-hour drive, I'm set for this Christmas at least. My father's coming down all the way from Germany to here.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go on a little Christmas trip. It's an 8-hour drive in a rental car from Dixon all the way down to San Diego.
That's crazy.
Why?
Why not?
I mean, yeah, bro. I would love that, to be honest. To do that with my family, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, until you're the one driving.
My
I
question.
wouldn't mind, actually.
My question is, what's the comparison between a plane ticket and driving out there? Because you know you got to rent the car, then you got to get the gas, you got to find parking.
My family has driven to Las Vegas. We've done family trips to Las Vegas and then Los Angeles. I forget which is the longer drive.
Wait, what,
So it's actually from here to Las Vegas. I think it's like 9 hours or something.
Yeah.
I
wait,
don't
what
know.
would you want to
It's-
like rent a car? Though?
I just remember being
don't
in
have
the
to rent a
car
car, but he's right.
uncomfortable all day, and we went during the heat.
Yeah.
Oh.
During the heat.
We-
During the heat?
Yes.
The heat is
Ooh,
crazy,
so
though.
and so in the mornings we'd leave at like probably like 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. and then we'd bring like a picnic basket basically filled with food, coolers, all that, and then so they don't have to waste money at gas stations or fast food places.
No, I remember when we went to Vegas, with my family, we did it in the summer. So every day was like 116 degrees.
Dude, that's so
It was
horrible.
terrible. There was one day it was
And
like
then
it was like 90 degrees or something like that. Not even. It was like 98 or something like that. That was the coolest day we had. It was nice. We went out. We were out all day.
parents
But-
not turning on AC.
No, I mean we did. My dad, he had just gone to motorhome, and so he was like, we're gonna take a road trip. 3 weeks on that road trip.
What?
3 weeks.
I
It was
remember that.
terrible.
I was
I
like,
mean,
where,
it was
where's
a great
Ernie
time.
at?
It was a great time. I enjoyed it. But 3 weeks is too long for any vacation,
A
any road
month
trip, anything of the sort.
vacation.
Where did you go? China?
No, I mean, I enjoyed the experience and all that. But we went to Vegas was our first trip, and then like I remember. So we were in Nevada. We went to like Nevada, Colorado. Honestly, I don't remember. It's been like 2 years or so.
Didn't you go to like the Grand Canyon or something?
Yeah, we went to Arizona, and like we stopped in New Mexico for like 10 seconds because we were crossing like that very top corner, and we wanted to visit the Four Corners. I don't know if you guys know, but
Yeah.
the Four Corners, that spot is the only place in the United States where 4 states meet at one center point. And so we wanted to go. We were gonna go there, but it's closed for COVID purposes, COVID reasons or whatever. So
That's
no,
tough.
no, I'll never take that. I mean, I would probably do it again if most of our time spent wasn't driving.
I mean,
Stuck
driving
in-
part sucks.
That's impossible though.
Don't-
It's stuck in a car. It was a 5-seat, my dad's truck. It's not like a motorhome or anything. It's just a truck. So we're sleeping. We're in there for 9 hours. It's a full car because it's me, my grandma, my little sister, and my stepmom and my dad. And so we're all kind of just crammed in there for 9 hours. Terrible.
I want to bring y'all to the airlines. Especially in California, the gas prices. I paid $90 to fill up my tank this morning.
Mhm.
18 gallons, $90. That's the price of a ticket.
I
That
paid
is the
premium,
percentage.
so mine's like just like
Yeah, that was premium. It was
That was
91.
premium? That was
Yeah,
terrible.
$100 for a
what was it per
full
gallon?
tank of gas. Full tank. I think it was like 5.6.
Dang, I don't know why you paying $5.60 for a gallon of premium. You know, out here, that like at Costco, it's like $4.90.
I don't got a Costco.
I don't have a Costco card either, but like there's certain gas stations in Vacaville that are selling it for like $5.10 or something, $5.06, and it's much nicer. I much rather.
I'm just saying, you can get it cheaper on an airline.
Yeah.
I love aviation. I follow aviation. I wanted to be a pilot. I wanted to be a pilot until that got shattered. But
Wait, what happened?
but you can get a pretty good ticket. I'm about like 80, 90 bucks on a Frontier flight or
Mhm.
Spirit flight. We know Spirit. It's like
Uh-huh.
it's like a taxi cab with the air, not that comfortable.
Let me bump in real quick.
Alright.
Do not fly with Frontier, dude. I'm warning y'all. Do not fly with Frontier. It's horrible.
While
It's
we're on,
cheap.
While we're on the
It is
topic
cheap.
of airlines, I want to go back to that question: is what's the cost comparison between taking a flight from here to San Diego versus driving? Because there's renting. You're renting a car, so the car rental, there's gas, and the closer you get down, the closer you get to like bigger cities and like longer strips of freeway where there's less and less stops, the more expensive the gas gets and all that. So like I know there's like a highway out here, not out here, but like somewhere in California where
I-5?
they're charging for like $7 a gallon of gas. It's
Whoa.
crazy. I
$7?
saw it. I looked at. I can't remember where it was, but I just saw that like the other day, or the other week or whatever. It was insane.
That's crazy.
I just want to know what the cost difference is because with everything added up between gas and renting, and then gas back versus just a to and there, or to and from with the plane.
There's a significant cost difference. It's actually a lot cheaper to fly. But in our case, it's not about the destination. It's about the journey. In our case, we could have flown. I'm actually flying back. My father comes in from Germany. It's a 12-hour flight from there to here.
Mm-hmm.
He's coming in from San Francisco. He's already tired. So since I'm the one going to be driving us all the way down to San Diego, it was his idea. I'm going to be driving us all the way down to San Diego. The cost difference is mainly we're going to split the cost 50-50. I'm paying it, he's paying it. Since I got a job, he has a better job, a lot better job, but since I'm growing up, I need to be able to pay for things. So I got to have financial liability.
Yeah.
Right.
So the cost difference, I actually taken a flight back from San Diego all the way to Sacramento on I think it was the 27th of December. That's when they leave. I don't know where they're going. I think they're going to San Diego to San Francisco and all the way back down to Germany. Or I'm not really sure, but I know my plan is I'm taking a flight. It's about like $100 on, I think it's Alaska Airlines, from San Diego to Sacramento on that date.
Mm.
So it's a lot cheaper instead of paying $100 for a gallon of gas, not a gallon, a full tank of gas.
Yeah.
And then plus the rental, plus any other additional stuff on the way, because we're taking the scenic route. I don't know what the highway's called, 101. It's like following the coast of California.
I think it's like, I think it might be Highway 101 or Highway 5 or something. I remember I was on that, but it was like up further up in California. Like it just takes the whole coast all the way down to wherever we were. I think it was like Highway 1 or Highway 5.
I know Highway 5, I-5 takes down to SoCal, down via Central, Fresno.
Mhm.
That's the only one I know. I think it's 101. I'm fairly sure it's 101 that follows the coast of California.
Yeah.
Initially, we're going to take I-5 down to Fresno. We're going to stay there for the day, chill there. Then we're going to take 101 all the way down to the coast, all the way passing LA, down to San Diego.
Mhm.
So the cost difference, it's obviously a lot expensive to drive there, but we're having fun.
I mean, y'all also be saying like way more places than if you like go with the plane. Because if you go with the plane, you're just going to San Diego.
Mhm.
You're gonna be going by Fresno, by LA, by all these different
The
places.
beach, too.
Mm-hmm. The beach. Y'all gonna be doing anything in LA, or y'all just like passing by?
We're passing by LA.
Oh.
I don't want to stay in LA. I
That's
love the
understandable.
state, but LA is not the place I ever want to be.
That's understandable,
I feel
actually.
that.
Yeah, that's actually pretty understandable. But y'all have any like trips planned out for the winter, like holidays and stuff?
Not for winter. And this was actually going to translate into my next question. But I'm wanting to go to Spain. My friend's moving to Spain in March or April. April, I think. And I was going to go visit him for in June at the end of the next semester. And so that's kind of a big trip. I was looking at ticket pricing.
How much is it?
For just, I think so for there and back, it's like $2,000.
That's
It's pretty cheap.
whoa,
Pretty cheap.
pretty
I
cheap.
mean,
In terms of transatlantic flights, that's cheap.
Whoa,
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
mean,
know
like,
That's
that.
not too cheap.
no, I would beg to
$2
differ
grand.
though. And that was like with layovers, so it's like it's 2 stops.
Layovers
Whoa.
makes it cheaper.
Yeah, I know it makes it cheaper, but it was just from I think it was California to I think New York or no, from California to like Dallas or whatever,
Mhm.
Houston, then from there all the way over to wherever to Spain, where I don't remember where I was going to land, but I didn't look too much into it. I just looked at tickets.
Wait, is the ticket like a round trip, or is it just a?
It was
one-way
for a
trip?
round trip.
Oh, okay. I was about to say two.
Well,
2K.
for just one there, it was like $700 for like this like in December. Anyway, what is your spots to be? Like, where do you want to go, or do you have any trips planned out? What are your
San Diego.
favorite? San Diego.
Oh yeah. What about you, Deshaun?
Mainly my family, we used to do a bunch of trips, but like once COVID hit, we stopped them. My mom's when we were planning on doing like Disneyland and Universal Studios like we used to.
Mm-hmm.
Because like almost every year we would do a family trip, or it'd just be me, my sister, and my mom. And so we'd usually go all the way to Los Angeles, stay there for like 3 or 4 days, go to Universal Studios and Disneyland. So like one day we were doing Universal Studios, and then the next day we're doing Disneyland, the next day we're just getting ready to leave.
That's kind of funny because I'm doing the same trip around March. I'm going for a friend's birthday. We're gonna be doing the Disney World. It's kind of crazy
Is
because
it Louis?
Huh?
Is it Louis?
it's Louis and Andrea. They're my cousins. I call them my cousins because I know them for so long. But my little cousins is gonna be Disney World. I think that's the 20th, and Louis is my other cousin. It's gonna be the 19th. We're gonna be going to Universal as well.
Oh, that's cool.
Real quick, what are your guys' favorite places to like be? Like, what's your favorite destination if you can go there like right now, just for like 2 weeks or something? What would it be?
That we have been at, or that we want to go.
Been there, want to go wherever.
Dude, I want to go to Tokyo so bad.
Why?
Cause dude, the car scene, like the whole like, I don't know, the whole city, the culture, the food is pretty
The
good.
car scene is pretty cool.
The
I mean,
car
but
scene
just
is
like the car
amazing.
designs and like the way they build their own cars, or like
Mhm.
they customize their own cars. So it's kind of cool.
Like I want to go to like a car meet in Tokyo. I feel like that would be so cool. Or also like Spain. Spain is pretty cool. I really like their football scene as well, or the soccer scene.
Deshaun?
I'd probably say Disney World
Disney World?
because I've never been there, man.
Never been there?
Really?
No, I've just been to normal Disneyland.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I mean, we went to Disney World once. It was really cool. I didn't get to stay as long as I did, but I'm really glad we went. It was really cool.
Probably gonna end us off here, but Frankfurt, Germany.
Frankfurt,
is something I
Germany.
want to go.
That's-
I want to live. I don't want to go just to Frankfurt. I want to live in. I want to be in the city. I want to be on one of those high-rise hotels, looking down at all the peasants.
Dang, homie,
Wow.
you're talking to us right now.
Well, I'm broke too. I want to be on there for 2 weeks, just looking down. Frankfurt, Germany. It's a very rainy place, so I'm either gonna be in the clouds, above the clouds, or below the clouds.
I feel like
There's
that's
no.
kinda-
That sounds like a
Aesthetic.
dream, man.
That
Yeah.
sounds fun.
That's
that
pretty
sounds
cool,
fun
actually.
for 2 weeks, but
Sounds cozy as well. Yeah.
Well, that concludes our discussion on Compy Talks. Thank you, Ernie Flynn, Sergio Valera, Diego Kriks for joining us, and thanks for tuning in.